Orange County Registered Digital.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome to OCVarsity.com for our OCVarsity Gridiron Show. We're here at Yorba Linda High School. The Mustangs, they're getting ready to play Cypress. We'll have a little bit more on that on our OCVarsity Extra Gridiron Show here. Guys, Dan Albano, Steve Fryer, Carlos Arias. Got some big games coming up. We got Orange Lutheran and St. John Bosco. Man, those We Are OLU guys flying high. 6-0, 1-0 in league, beat J. Sarah last week. They seem to be doing everything well. They're going to have to do everything well and then some to beat St. John Bosco. That game's at Bosco on Friday. Orange Lutheran got a fighting chance in this thing, Danny?
Sure. I mean, the way they played last week against, J. Sarah, very tremendous victory for them. This is a Bosco team that's probably the best team in the state. So my pick's going to be Bosco. But the Lancer Nation can, be happy that they, at least they got that one victory, start off league last week.
Orange Lutheran, do they have a chance, Carlos?
Okay, I don't want to sound mean, but absolutely not. I saw Santa Margarita play St. John Bosco last week, and Bosco is ridiculous. De La Salle might be the only team that has a chance of even slowing them down a little bit.
What is the biggest upset you've ever seen in boxing?
Biggest upset I've ever seen in boxing, Mike Tyson, Buster Douglas. That was ridiculous. Buster Douglas was in the previews. He's got icicles on his face running in the snow, and you're like, this guy might be able to pull off something crazy, and he did.
Well, there's no icicles here, but get that Buster Douglas tape, Orange Lutheran. Okay, on to some other games, guys. Corona Del Mar versus Woodbridge. Corona Del Mar 6-0, 1-0 in league. Shut out Irvine last week. Man, that was a one-sided affair, 36-0. We've talked about Corona Del Mar, going 10-0 into the playoffs and maybe keep, 4-0 in the playoffs. Carlos, Woodbridge 4-2, 1-0. Can they take a shot at CDM and bring them down?
You know what? Corona Del Mar's is too good. They're too tough. I've been talking to Ronnie Flores over at Cal High Sports, and he just got a good look at him last week, and he's like, if they run the table, they're going to the state title.
That'd be fun for them to go to the state bowl game. Dan Albano, what do you think? Corona Del Mar just too gosh darn good?
Yeah, Corona Del Mar be my pick, but I think if anybody's going to give them the Sea Kings a challenge in the Pacific Coast League, it's probably going to be the Warriors. They had a impressive victory last week, and they lost their really outstanding running back, one of the best in Orange County, Austin DeFreitas, to a season-ending injury. I mean, there's been a lot of debate, this year, who's the best running back in Orange County. Austin would have been in that conversation, but he's injured. I'm sticking with the Sea Kings, but I think the Woodbridge team could maybe put a couple points on the board.
Yeah, that'd be fun. You're talking about best running backs in Orange County. Devin Boston, he's one of the first names you mentioned. Yeah. Buena Park and Devin Boston. Devin Boston, we got to start looking at the Mike Jones all-time career records pretty soon. The way Boston's going, Dan, you got to take a look at that. Devin Boston. He's averaging 249 yards a game, 12 yards a carry. Only one time has been kind of controlled, that by Jay Sarah when he had 57 yards. 22 touchdowns for Devin Boston, the senior of Buena Park. He and his Buena Park Cody teammates go up against Troy, a Friday game. And I'll tell you what, man, Troy looking really good. 6-0, 1-0. They beat Sonora pretty good last week, 41-6. And then Buena Park, they got a close one against Sunny Hills, 30-22. I think maybe Buena Park's got a shot, but I'm still sticking with Troy.
Yeah, Boston's coming off. He ran for 316 yards last week against Sunny Hills on 24 carries. So he got a lot of yards per carry. Yeah. Coyotes didn't score in the first half again in that game. They had to rally late in the second half and fourth quarter. My pick's going to be Troy because I like Kyle Lumerite. He's a really outstanding quarterback at Troy. He's throwing it, and Dominic Vacher is a receiver running back guy who's coming off a big week. I think Buena Park, prepared for this game but nicely by playing Jay Sarah, which has kind of got a similar offense to Troy. But I think Troy's going to win this game.
Carlos Arias, agree or disagree?
Agree. Yeah, totally. You guys are right on the money about Troy. They're more of a balanced attack. Bloomer's doing real well, spreading the ball around to different receivers. They got some really good running backs. It's a really good balanced attack. I like Troy.
That's what's going on in some of the big games. A lot of big games coming up. Hey, thank you to the man behind the camera there, our expert producing director, Jonathan Khamis. And thank you for watching us here at OCVarsity.com, where we've got you covered.
Orange County Register. We are here in the service of Orange County.